Share your story, live your mission to find the audience that's right for you. This week I've been bogged down asking myself this question, guys. Who am I talking to behind the camera? Now, when I started this journey, I've tried different things. I'm in my studio today, mainly because outside the weather is terrible. It's gloomy, grey and rainy, typical London weather. And in some of my previous videos, I've been talking about finding your own way. And as much as I've enjoyed creating that content, I still find it quite uneasy talking to a camera. And I've been wondering, who the hell am I talking to? Who are you guys behind the camera? So today's topic is about sharing your own story, living your mission in order to find the audience that's right for you. So as I was thinking this through, I was thinking, what about the algorithm? How does the algorithm know who to share your content with? And maybe you're like me, you've been checking out other content creators and seeing what they say about the algorithm in 2025 and what hacks are out there that you could do to make sure your content is getting pushed to as many people as possible. And I thought about that, and then I kind of reflected on the fact that maybe your content doesn't need to go to as many people as possible. It maybe needs to go to the right people. And then the question became, who are the right people? How do you curate your content in such a way that it reaches the right people? So I came up with this framework that I'm using that I thought I would share, that I think might be useful for any content creator. If you're like me, over 40, still find it a bit nerve-wracking staring at a camera, editing, different camera settings, lighting, etc. For finding all of that a little bit challenging, and maybe there's a bit of doubt about recording, how do you sound, how do you look, and all of those things. And especially if you're wondering who the hell you're talking to, I think this framework can help. So I've organized it into 3 points. I've got no notes today. I'm just going to kind of off the cuff explain my ideas. So hopefully it lands well. And before I jump into this, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the algorithm, funny enough, to push my content to the right people. So let's talk about who the right people are, who are you, and how can I best reach you? So the first one is to share your story, your past experiences. Now, if you're like me, you've got many interests, you maybe want to talk about many things, and you haven't niched down. And so you're thinking, what should you talk about? With all the different things that you're interested in. Or maybe you have niched down and you have a specific topic that you want to address in every video. But I decided, and I was adamant from the beginning, that I was not going to do that. And so here I am. And sometimes when I'm coming up with video content ideas, I find myself feeling as though I'm indulging myself, and without knowing who I'm sharing the stuff, my content with. So I decided that sharing my story is pillar number 1. It's my past experiences. As a designer for 20 years, I've learned a few things along the way. Now, this makes me think that whoever is viewing the content can receive it knowing that I'm speaking from an authentic place. So that's share your story, your past experience. An example of this is, like, over the last 20 years, I've worked a lot abroad. I've lived in China, worked a lot in India, all over Southeast Asia, America as well. And the one thing that I've learned is that you can't expect different cultures, different people to think and behave like you. You have to go into these different environments, these different countries, and kind of humble yourself and acknowledge that their customs, their way of doing things is going to be different. I learned that through traveling, and I learned that along my journey as being a designer. So as part of me sharing my story, I'm going to organize some of my content around my life experience and hopefully some of the wisdom and the gems that I've learned over the years. So share your story, your past experiences. They can reach whatever age, whatever audience that's out there that's interested in that particular subject. So in my case, it would be design. Now, number 2, live your mission, your present focus. Living your mission is basically acknowledging that we're not monoliths, that you may want to change professions. You might be in a job that you don't like. You might want to start your own business. You might want to go traveling. Whatever it may be, as a content creator over 40, life is not over. They do say life starts at 40, right? As cliche as it sounds. And funny enough, I've been actually studying a bit of Carl Jung's work where he talks about facing your shadow. And it's almost like as soon as I reached 40, everything changed. I saw the world differently. And many people speak about this, and I'm no different. And it's got me into creating content, YouTube. I've changed corporate jobs. I've not wanted to be in the corporate rat race as much as I have done before. I have zero interest in trying to chase a career. I more want to provide value and work for those who see value in what I can bring. And as you thinking that through, it means that there are things that you're going to be interested in today that I would say is your present focus, that it's important to share. It might be a vlog of sorts. It might be you documenting how you are changing jobs after 10 years, whatever the case may be. But I think it's important to live your mission, and it's important to share it too. So if you're anything like me, if I'm talking to any content creators who's over 40, who's going through changes in their life, personal, professional, live your mission and share it. And then the third one is find your tribe. So I didn't create a specific niche for this channel. I didn't want to pigeonhole myself. But funny enough, after posting my first video and then reading through a bunch of the comments, I realized that maybe the audience that's right for me is one that is people who are in a similar position to me, a similar time in life. And so maybe it's ironic, but I guess I'm creating content in a roundabout way for those of you who are my fellow midlifers who are creating content, who are just starting this journey. I find it comfortable to create that profile in my mind that I'm talking to you. And it's vulnerable in a sense, but I think for my particular audience that I'm guessing is behind this camera, I'm hoping that this vulnerability, the mistakes and all, will help you along your journey as you find your way. So a quick summary. Number 1, share your story, your past experiences. Bundle together all of the wisdom, the insights that you've accrued over the years, and share them. And that will hopefully cast a wide enough net for bringing in different younger viewers, older viewers, specific viewers to your industry or to your particular interest to your channel. The second one is for you to live your mission, your present focus, This one is really around us as over 40s content creators not being afraid to pivot, change, and to express that we are going through a metamorphosis, if you like, and on the other side is a new job, a new relationship, whatever it might be. But life does start at 40. I'm really starting to believe that. And then the final one was to find your right audience. Or should I say, by doing the previous two things, you will find your right audience. And then that will help you confirm who you're talking to behind the camera. So I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, jump in the comments, let me know what you think about who your audience is and who your profile is. Like, who are you? I'd love to know. You know, jump in, let me know where you're from, what you're doing. Are you a content creator like me? Are you just getting started? This is a quick transmission, a stream of consciousness again. Like, subscribe to the channel. And remember, stay grateful, keep creating, and find joy along the way. Peace.